Refugees who seek asylum in a host country are limited in their possibilities. They have restricted access to work, not much money to spend, and sometimes even the freedom of movement is very restricted. Restrictions breed creativity. Creative people excel in finding innovative solutions and opportunities within given limitations. Design approaches were applied in parts of the workshop, precisely in identifying the target group in the evaluation and validation processes. Participants developed potential scenarios for tackling problems they had identified. These problems served as a starting point of their idea development. Methodologies such as brainstorming, creative discussions, rough prototypes, and building marketing tools were applied. Open Up wants to bridge the gap and encourage creative people to cooperate beyond constraints and dividing lines towards integration and against inequality. Design thinking was utilized as the main methodology that could be adapted regardless of ethnicity, gender, or design background.
Help Bank initiative started when Bikash and a group of other asylum seekers presented the idea of cleaning up parts and doing some other actions for the society in an attempt to show that they also belong to the society and they mean good for the society.
I really needed someone that would help my son, especially to do his homework. I was able to solve his math problems, but the Cypriot language courses was very hard to do. And then after Panayoti joined the Open Up project, he asked me if he would be able to join my idea, and I said, why not? Why not we make a whole platform that will try to solve the problem of the migrants they are facing, and in return, migrants will also try to give something back to the community, in some way try to help bridge the gap between locals and migrants.
We started exploring the idea of having all these transactions, all these social transactions out there to minimize complexity between transactions which are not direct, and at the same time promote empathy, kindness, showing inclusivity. NIMAC Open Up gave us the space to meet each other. We started exploring or really understand problems that asylum seekers have here in Cyprus. At the point that we had a clear idea about what we're designing, we had the chance of meeting experts like people from the UN or people who work with finance and talk with them, get an idea of where we can get money from and start working on this idea.
They were very, very essential. They guide us that how the idea can be developed, and they give us all the infrastructure that we needed, because we are getting a real-time feedback from the experts, from the people who are dealing with the migrants. It helped us to share our idea to a number of group of people who were from diverse background, who gave us a really, really good feedback, good ideas, and we were able to develop this idea furthermore.
The four main values that this application has is to be non-monetary, so we don't want the users to give and take money. To be bilateral, every participant needs to give something to the society. It needs to be trustworthy. And the last one is to be location-based. So you need to see people who are closer to you asking for help, rather than people who are in Paphos or in other cities.
In Help Bank, we want to be like a community. We want to be like a neighbors that are helping each other to bring solidarity and collaboration without thinking of any benefits. And that makes Help Bank different from any other incentive that are helping locals and migrants.
My only concern at this point is that when working with such sensitive social problems, it's easy to cross some ethical lines. And this idea currently is very well established in our minds. And the next step for us will be to go out and implement it. At the same time, these ethical lines are very present as a problem, and we decided to take a step back, get more prepared, and tackle this problem in the future.
Let us put our ball on the ground. If we play on the ground, it's very easy. Not easy for the match, but easy for us. We will have more chance if we play football on the leg and on the ground. Be very concentrated. Guys, be very concentrated to the defense.
That's not draw. No, nothing happen.
Tournament started in the year 2018 at Nouveau Gampo with 3 teams. The 3 teams were Ivory Coast, Ikenga FC, and Nepal FC. 2020, we invited other teams from out of Nicosia. Teams came from Lanaka, and a team came from Paphos that year. So that year was the 2020 edition where we have 8 teams. 2021, we tried to initiate it to play in 2 cities. So this year, 2023, we initiated it to become like a league where they will play home and away games, because we wanted it in a way that every city will play at their comfort zone.
Have 3 minutes.
Since sport has the potential in bringing people together, and also it has never lost the value to be used as a medium to promote cultural integration and community development, and as well to foster peace, unity, and solidarity. So Sport Vision have all these in mind to offer to the people, and likewise to promote informal education. Some of our statements that we use when organizing our tournament, like we play for purpose and we play for fun and learn for life. So when it comes to education, it's also part of our passion. We are using our Sport Vision as well to contribute. That is what we want to achieve at one end. How can we contribute immersively in Cyprus? Because we're talking about sustainability, we're talking about creativity, and we're talking about discipline. Sport, to me, make a person. The simple definition we have for sport is discipline. And there's no area in life you will not find discipline. And if you look at it very well, the sport people are role models. If you don't abide to the rules of the game, you cannot be part of the game. Sport Vision is inclusive really to everyone, because we also talk about intellectual disability at one time. We talk about the inclusivity of both male and female, people of all kinds of walks, and not only migrants, because it's a vision that we are not only limited it only in Cyprus. We can even be having some international competition. We are open from children, like I said, even from 9 years old and right up to 40 years old. We have been having nationals from like Bulgaria, Poland, that have been taking part in Sport Vision. So it's not only about migrants from Africa, but migrants all over the world and even the locals. We love such atmosphere because football also unites people together, irrespective of their background, whatsoever, religion, or political ideas.
I want to encourage each and everyone out there to come and join the female football team, because I believe this is one of my passions.
In terms of how NIMAC has helped us or their contribution to Sport Vision, like I said, they have done a lot. They have given us a greater exposure and they have exposed what we have been doing for the past years to the general public. Very present to contribute, present to give ideas, present to work with us. And he even said to me after the workshop, whenever you have any challenges, even though the workshop have ended, I'm going to be there to give my idea and my support. And I'm going to help the vision to grow and to contact other people that I know. We are so inspired by some secrets that we have come across, and we believe that there are many more secrets out there who are change makers and who love something like this to be part of it and also to help us to make it to be sustainable in a way that both secrets and third nationals or migrants can be running an activities together.